Okay, all right. So, unfortunately, the first review did not work appropriately. Whatever. It is what it is. We'll go through this real quick because I think this is really important. You said that your invis was, bad and yada 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 and all this good stuff. Okay. So I went through this video. I already went through this video. I'm gonna speed it up. Um, and we're gonna go through this real quick. All right. Because I just need to. I'm gonna put it 1.2.25. We're gonna go through it real quick. I'm gonna show you what I mean when I say we're focused on positioning, decision making, and mechanics. Okay, basic mechanics. All right. So again, the main thing you're thinking about with Gambit is you're basically thinking about using your anti heal to apply pressure whenever you can, right? But also still keeping two cards so that you can burst heal and things like that if you need to. Okay, so let's get play because I've already kind of gone through this, so we're good. Okay, this is just standard gameplay. Now you've got four cards here. I'd like to see you using your anti heal more. You could literally use your anti heal more here to apply more pressure. Right? See, you're still sitting on four cards. As Gambit, if there's no threat, if there's no CC or anything crazy coming your way, you need to be applying more pressure with your cards. You're just sitting on, like, think of it, like, this is like, again, you probably didn't play League, but this is like in League where you have a mana bar. If you have full mana, then you're not taking advantage of your mana regen. You're not taking advantage of the fact that your cards regen here. You need to use your cards more efficiently. You need to apply more pressure. Use your anti-heal. Still four cards. Not good. This is bad. This is bad mechanically slash decision making. You finally do your first card play at 16 seconds in. You could have had way more pressure on this group. And these guys suck, by the way. Okay, here you get hit by the thing. You immediately react and dash out, which is good. Okay. Now I'm gonna slow this down here. This is one of your big mistakes, also. Okay, I'm gonna go back for a second. Look at hold on, shit. Go back for a second. I want you to see this real quick. This is important. Look at this. Your Invis gets low. Look at your reaction time to healing your co-healer. Just count the seconds with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. You missed one card, so we're going to count that as 4. It takes you basically 4 to 5 seconds to react to this chick to heal her. The whole time, you're still looking forward. Your reaction timing is not that great. You definitely need to be more aware of your team and that kind of thing. And you're going to see this reaction time thing is going to hurt your consistency. And I bet if I do more VOD reviews for you, I'm going to see more of this. Okay? So just look. Okay, you're 2 cards. This is fine. You're just playing the game. Whatever. I'm going to speed this up because nothing happens here. I know nothing happens here. I've already been through this. So we're just going to go through this. Nothing happens. Just standard gameplay. You're 4 cards almost. Okay? You use your healing card. Whatever. I would have preferred maybe anti-heal, but whatever, who cares? I don't think you're taking advantage of your anti-heal enough, but we'll get that's fine. You're low here. Okay, you can heal yourself, but also your invis can heal you. Let's see. Okay, you've got the shield there, so you should be walking into that for the heals. Okay, I would have walked in the shield for heals, but it's okay. All right. You're full HP. You get a nice pick. That's good. Okay, now when you get this pick, it's 1-1. So because it's 1-1, you can't really do much with it. Okay, you need to heal her. You heal her, good. Okay. We're just playing the game. Just trading back and forth. It's going well. Everything's good here. Okay. Still just trading. Good, 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 good. Okay, now, this guy ults, so you need to know it's either you or Invis. Invis doesn't have her ult yet, so you don't even have to communicate this. So you should know to wait like 2 or 3 seconds for this guy to push in a little bit with his ult before your team dies, and then you're going to Gambit respond back because you have I don't say the priority, but you have the luxury of being the reactionary support here, so yours is going to last longer. So Gambit ults, right? You counter ult, very, very good. And right when they push in, you now have ult for ult, but yours is going to last longer, so this is good. So you managed to, this is great from you. Fantastic. Very, very good. And this Blade is an idiot, so whatever. He gets nothing for it, and we're chilling. Very good. They're down to 2 minutes. So far, this team is saying they're trash, and they're giving you a free win. Now, something you need to do when you wipe teams always is you need to constantly be pressing the whatever your tab or whatever the fuck it is on you. I don't know if you're a controller or not controller, but anyway, I think you're a controller. You need to be pressing your middle button so you can take a look and keep a track of their comp. So you know they have Strange and you know they have Wolverine, but but I think you know that the Wolverine doesn't have his ult right yet. So I think if you've been tracking everything, so you know it's Strange, okay? So, Strange, you're going to be thinking about Strange's ult. That is the main issue you could be dealing with here. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, we're just playing the game, whatever. Also, I think I told you in the other one, but that one's not going to be posted. So, this is horrible positioning on this map because when you're standing in this like general area, Invis is kind of here with you too, which is not good. When you're standing here, their whole team can like see you straight up like this. This is very bad. What you want to do is you want to be positioned more on this side. Because if you're on this side, you can still see your team, but you have the cover of this wall. You're standing out in the open, and it's very bad. If they were better, they could just pick you or poke you down or some shit like that. But they're playing really horrible, so they're not going to get you here. These guys aren't very good. Okay, we're still... Now, this is where they've got a real good push on you. So this is going to come down to basically a coin flip of how you play this. So we're just going to see how it goes. I think you win. Okay, so they ult first, giving you, again, the luxury of the counter ult, which means, oh my god, what the hell's on my leg? I don't even know how that happened. Okay, whatever. Anyway, you have the luxury of the counter ult. Okay? So that means you're going to ult second, or your invis should ult second in a minute. Once they kind of push in a little bit and give you that time. So let's see what your invis does. Well, they're not pushing in, so maybe your invis won't ult. And nothing's happening. Nobody's getting low. So you might just get away with this. Okay, your invis technically should have ulted that, but whatever. It's fine. She egoed it, and it worked out, so who gives a shit? Okay, she ults here, little delayed because you've already killed somebody. It's kind of weird. She probably should ult at the beginning, but fuck it, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're going to win this fight. Again, they were bad. I just want to be very clear. The enemy team is very bad. The enemy team has initiated with support ults twice in stupid ways. Your invis ulted at a poor time as well, but it evens out. That's why you're all in the same elo. The way that you get beyond this elo is by playing better than everybody in the lobby and not making the mistakes that they're making. And being that guy. So, okay. You've won this fight, and they're down to their desperate time. So you know a strange portal is coming. I'm pretty sure you even hear him say, I'm opening a portal. This is very important. When you hear, I'm opening a portal, your gameplay needs to change. Right now, you are looking forward and just like, you're not reacting to the fact that the portal can come. This portal can come from here, from here, from here, from here. It can come from anywhere. Your mindset should not be looking forward like this. It should be like, kind of like Thor is. Like, you see how Thor is like looking around? He's like, what the fuck is this coming from? I don't know if your invis is either. Your invis kind of has a better positioning too, where she's not just looking straight down main. Because the chances of this guy dropping a portal straight down main, instead of just walking down main, is very low. You see how your invis is kind of like backing up and looking around and kind of scared? This is how you should be. Right now, the way you're playing, though, is this. Look at this. You're just looking forward. And you react when you hear the portal open. That's not the best. You do react when you hear the portal open, but that's not the best. Because you need to be ready for the portal to drop in the first place. Okay, so anyway, portal drops. And the main thing in your mind you need to be thinking about is Eye of Agamotto can kill you. So hopefully you position the well against Eye of Agamotto. Okay, their Gambit ults. You react immediately and ult again. If you want to climb, if you want to be more consistent, you need to be able to maximize your ult. And what that means is when this guy goes Gambit never folds, right, and he pops his ult on you, right now your team's not in immediate danger. You're not in immediate danger. So you have the decision-making and the luxury of waiting a few seconds. And so you can maximize more time on your ult to get more value out of it. It's like if I was playing Cloak and Dagger and I ult and I go first and I dive into your team and you have ult on Cloak, let your team get to half HP. It's going to be okay. If they don't die and they're sitting in my ult for like 2-3 seconds, you get to ult afterwards. And then you get to have your ult last longer. But you ult immediately, which again, this is a confidence/skill issues. Not to say skill issues, confidence/consistency thing. It's fine. Whatever. Now that this is done, you need to be thinking about, again, Eye of Agamotto. Do you know where this guy is? And I think you don't. Your back is completely turned to him. I'm going to be real with you. You should have lost right here. If this guy was halfway decent, his eye should have hit you. But it doesn't. And I'm not really sure how. I think he's just shit. He's just shit. He's just shit. If he was good at the game, his eye hit somebody. Actually, you know what? I'm going to check something, because I don't know how he straight up fucking missed. I want to see if this invis saved your life. Let's see this. No. This is just him just playing bad. I need to watch this one more time. I got to see this. I need to slow this down. This is crazy. You guys just get away with murder here. This invis, not invis, but this, nobody reacts to this. Is this really what's about to happen? Eye of Agamotto. He is just awful. He whiffed this. If this guy was good, you and this invis die here. You got lucky. Both of you were not paying attention to him, and this guy is just not good at the game. So this whiffs. That's the only reason this happened. This is not a you being good thing. This is this guy just being trash. Okay. Okay, so again, everybody's playing in the same Milo, so it all makes sense, right? Okay, cool. So they're really bad. Whatever. This is just a brawl now. This is just a weird brawl. Okay. You get out of this somehow. I'm not going to even get into the mechanics, the Gambit mechanics, and the positioning here. But I will say you probably should not have been standing and jumping around like this. You should have been playing... When shit got hairy, you probably should have been playing here. There's a health pack here for you to retreat to. You can play here. You can literally dash up here if you need to. All that good stuff. But we're not getting to that today. This is that's another day. Right now, we are focused on just the simple shit. Okay. Okay, you get lucky. They fucking throw this fight like ass. Okay, this shit is done. The only way you can die is if you guys get wiped. As a support player, you need to be able to recognize that and look for what can wipe you. What can wipe you here? Wolverine ulting multiple people and killing them all, giving them the point. Bucky pulling you and killing multiple people. That's it. That's all they got. They have no other wiping ults. They don't have it. They have nothing. So let's just see how this goes. Okay. We kill Bucky. That's great. Fantastic. Okay. Cap's jumping in. Whatever. Kill. Cap means nothing. Okay. You see the Wolverine here. Okay. They have no way of winning the game unless they have the option to win. You see this Wolverine here. He has not ulted in forever. That means if you have ulted, okay, this is a good thing you can keep in mind. Your ult is about the same as everybody else's ult, unless you're just like really in or you're just getting destroyed and you're doing really well. So your ult is about the same as everybody else's, which means you ulted in this last fight, right? You have to assume that they have their ult now in response. Think of it like a seesaw, right? When you have your ult and you use it, if you didn't see theirs, they should have theirs pretty soon, or they might have held theirs. You cannot allow yourself to get ulted by this Wolverine. You cannot allow yourself to get ulted by this Wolverine. Invis is standing away from the team. She recognizes this is horrible positioning from you. This guy is in front of Wolverine, but he's off on his own, so whatever. This is horrible positioning. All of you guys stacked up like this is horrible positioning versus this guy's ult. And as a result, you pay for this with your life because you're not thinking ahead. You're not planning around these ults, and you got lucky versus the Doctor Strange not killing you, right? You got lucky versus, I think, the Hulk not killing you. And now, here, you're going to die. And this is probably what loses you the point. All three of you guys getting ulted by this when you could have dodged this entire thing by not being here. If you don't get ulted here with this entire team, and it's just you and Invis, look at this. If you don't get ulted here and you're over here, and this guy only gets 2 people, let's say he gets 2 people, right? The two people, you have your cards, bam. You burst heal these guys, keep them alive, you kill Wolverine afterwards, and the point's yours, and you went off the first point. But instead, you die here. And you turn this into a 3-man kill, and now they probably take the point. Let's see if they take the point off of this. As a support, you cannot let that happen. You can never be stacked up with your team like this to get killed by an AoE ult like this. This is horrible positioning. And this is you throwing this game. And what I mean when I said throwing the game, I mean when you want to climb, you need to be very consistent. Consistency is everything. I'm going to post this beneath this again, just so you understand. But consistency, accountability, things that nature matter. And here, it doesn't matter what happens for the rest of the game, because in your mind, the way you need to think about the game is, if I do something like this big of a fuck up, then at this point, my entire team from that point is playing behind the 8 ball. So, and I want you to think about this. Here's a good way of explaining this in football terms. You just threw a pick 6. It doesn't matter how bad your defense is. It doesn't matter how bad your fucking receivers are. It doesn't matter how bad anybody else, your coach is. The game was in your hands, and all you had to do was keep the ball out of harm's way. Everything had gone your way in this game already. These guys had played like shit forever. They fucked up so many times, gave you so many opportunities to just go crazy. And all you had to do was not throw a pick 6 and die here. But you died here. And so your team's going to lose this point. And everything else that happens after this is after the pick 6. And now you're playing from behind. I don't need to look at the rest of the game and see how bad your invis is and this and that, because the only thing that matters is you threw a pick 6 at the beginning and you can't throw a pick 6. When you can stop throwing pick 6s, that's when you can start looking at other people. But pick 6s like that, only thing that matters. That's the only thing that matters in these kind of games. That's the only thing that matters. The better a player is, the more they stop putting the ball in harm's way like this. And the more consistency they have, the less bad games they have like this. This was your easy game to carry. The enemy team was complete dog shit. All you had to do was just not throw a pick 6, and you did. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I'm not going to review the rest of the VOD because everything else is going to be after the pick 6, and we need to focus only on you and the pick 6s that you throw. That's it. I want you to have that mindset now.